Okay, so today I will be starting with economics, and the module what I am going to discuss now, that is the post-Keynesian model. 1 minute, it is a little difficult module. You should sit with the pencil, book, and or pen and book. It is better if you sit with that. I hope you can see. It's not an easy module. Can you see the slide?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. It's easy.
Okay, no problem. I am not. I'll share it again. I hope now you can see.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, children. So we are dealing with post-Keynesian development. This is supposed to be a little complicated module, and the topic what we are going to discuss is ISLM model. Okay, first you tell me what is post-Keynesian. Post-Keynesian means after KM, after JM Keynes. केन्स का थियरी के आगे का जो थियरी है, that is known as post-Keynesian. Here we will be discussing ISLM model, Phillips curve, short run, long run, then supply side economics, Laffer curve, all that we will be discussing here. And not a single topic has been heard by you before. That also you, because it's a new one. So what is the speciality of post-Keynesians? Post-Keynesians are those who have developed the economic theory based on the Keynesian model and further development. And you are well aware that Keynesian model was very famous because of the Great Depression of US. Because Keynes could give a solution to the Great Depression of 1930. That was a speciality. So this module are totally different. This is after the period of Keynes. So again, I am repeating you, since we cannot see each other, the whole story is moving on belief. So sit with some pencil. Don't sit only with the mobile and lie on the bed and watch. Post-Keynesian cannot be studied like that. You have to practice. What is ISLM model? Okay, IS is investment saving. Mute yourself, otherwise I may be forced to remove you. Okay, IS stands for investment saving. Investment saving, that is IS. LM stands for liquidity. And money supply, that is LM. So what is it, how this is going to work? That's what we are going to discuss. Okay. First I am starting with ISLM model. This model has been introduced by Hicks and Hansen. This is a very good question for objective. Okay, Hicks and Hansen. Western country name, generally research is always done by two people. That is why most of the time you can see the name of two economists. Hicks is one economist, Hansen is other economist. What does ISLM explains? That's also important. ISLM is explaining simultaneous. See this word. I will say this is the most important word. Simultaneous मतलब एक ही साथ. Simultaneous money market and goods market equilibrium. ये देखो. So simple language में we know that ISLM means what? There are two market. One is the money market. Okay, another one is the goods and services market. Money market may only liquidity, money supply, all that is coming. Goods and services market may whatever goods that is produced and whatever goods that is demanded, that is coming in the goods market. So now we are starting with what? we are starting with IS curve. Okay. So, 1 minute. Let me see how you are going. No, we have to draw the diagram further. Okay. Slowly we are moving. IS curve is showing the combination of interest rate and national income for which investment is equivalent to saving. First and foremost, you understand this point. IS curve is dealing with goods market equilibrium. Generally, from here itself, students' confusion starts because you won't study it properly. IS is dealing with goods market equilibrium. LM is dealing with money market equilibrium. Okay, kaisa yaad rakhega? LM, that M is for money. Okay, so LM is dealing with money market equilibrium. IS is dealing with goods and like services. So in IS curve, it wanted to show the combination of interest rate and national income, that is represented by Y, where they are assuming that saving is equivalent to investment. So the point what you have to remember is 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 showing what? IS is showing the combination of interest rate and national income, where investment is equivalent to saving or saving is equivalent to investment. In order to explain this, you have to understand certain things. First, we should know the relationship between investment, saving, and rate of interest. We should know the relationship between investment, saving, and rate of interest. Okay, how to explain that? We are coming to the point. I will add one slide here. 1 minute. I'm going to add one slide. I hope you can see a blank slide, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. So what all points you remember? First point, IS curve is relating to goods market. This is the first point you have to remember. Second point, IS curve is showing the relationship between interest, okay, क्या पढ़ा आपने? ये देखो, interest rate, national income, because it's a macro model, so it is dealing with national income, it is dealing with savings, it is dealing with investment. Okay, third point what you have to remember is what is the type of relation which is existing between investment and rate of interest, then saving and rate of interest. Either the whole concept is moving between interest rate, investment, saving, and national income. So children, what all things you have to, it's a quick recap. ISLM model is a post-Keynesian model. What do you mean by post-Keynesian, children? Post-Keynesian का meaning क्या है? आवाज किधर गया? Yes, children. Post-Keynesian means what? हाँ, sorry, आपने इधर लिखा है. Okay, नहीं, answer नहीं आया. What is post-Keynesian? जब तक आंसर नहीं आएगा आई कैनॉट गो अहेड. पोस्ट कंडीशन का मीनिंग मैंने क्या बोला? It is after Keynes. Tell me, post Keynesian means what?
After Keynes.
हाँ, Keynes का पीरियड का
After
आगे का.
Keynes.
Okay, Keynes के पीरियड का आगे का theory. That is known as post Keynesians. Post Keynesian में हमने पढ़ने वाला है first part. 1 minute children. The first part is ISLM model. ISLM model. I stands for what?
Investment.
Very good. Yes, S stands for savings.
Saving.
Yeah, L stands for liquidity, M stands for money supply. So it is dealing with two types of market. One market is goods market, other market is money market. There are two market. One is a goods market, these are goods are produced. Other is the money market, where central bank play a very important role. Then IS curve, what we were discussing, I told you, it is dealing with the goods market. So how to derive the IS curve? That is what we are discussing. And IS curve is showing the relationship between interest, national income, where saving is equivalent to investment. So in reality, what is happening? We have to consider four variables. There is interest rate, then its effect on national income, then saving and investment. Okay. And we also should know the relationship between saving and rate of interest, investment and rate of interest. वो भी पढ़ने का है. I'm just rubbing this. Is it clear to you? I am going very slowly. Otherwise, ISLM समझ में आना इतना easy नहीं है. And you cannot pass post-Keynesian theory by studying on the previous day of the exam. You have to spend sufficient time for that. Okay, now you can take down. There is an inverse relation between rate of interest and savings. Okay, can you see the last part? Otherwise, I will write it again. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. It is investment. Sorry, sir. There is an inverse relationship between interest rate and investment. Saving के बीच में direct relation. What do you mean by that, children? Higher the interest rate, higher the rate of interest, lower will be the investment. You have to tell me why. And vice versa. So there is a inverse relationship between what, children? Rate of interest and what? Investment. What do you mean by that? जब rate of interest high है, investment low होगा. Because you are a rational producer. आपके लिए 10 लाख रुपया चाहिए business start करने के लिए. When you are approaching the bank, you are realizing that rate of interest is, say, for example, 12%. Okay, so you get a shock because you are afraid. इतना high interest में पैसा लेने पर मेरा business proper होगा या नहीं. So you are waiting and the rate of interest is high, you will not undertake investment. After some time, let us assume rate of interest is 10%, it has come down. When the rate of interest has come down by 10%, what will happen? मेरा investment बढ़ जाएगा. So when the rate of interest is high, investment will be low. When the rate of interest is low, investment will be high. So what is the relation, children? It is the inverse relation. ये समझ में आना ही पड़ेगा. There is an inverse relation between rate of interest and savings. You have seen it. Now what we are going to do, we are going to discuss the relationship between saving and rate of interest. Can you tell me? Saving and rate of interest के बीच में क्या relation है बच्चे लोग? Rate of interest. Okay, there is a positive relation. There is a positive relationship between savings and rate of interest. Generally, हमारा attitude क्या है? When the rate of interest is high, मेरा saving भी बढ़ेगा. आप ही देखो, जब मेरे को 6% interest मिलता है saving में, I am not very happy. When somebody is offering me 8%, naturally I will save more. When someone is offering me 15%, I will be all the more happy. So saving is directly related to interest, or it is positively related. Okay. So what did I told? There is a positive relationship between what, children? Saving and rate of interest. What is the positive relation? When the rate of interest is high, saving will also increase. And there is an inverse relation between investment and rate of interest. This you will have to take down in your book. Then only we can go ahead. Yes, abhi likha hai. So first you tell me, ISLM model में IS is dealing with which market? जल्दी बोलो. IS is dealing with कौन सा market? अभी सिखाया फिर आवाज किधर गया?
Goods market.
Goods market. You are right. And IS is showing the relationship between what all things? IS curve is showing the relationship between what? Little before I told you. ये देखो. Something you have written. Let me see.
Interest,
Interest.
national income, saving and investment.
Very good. IS is showing the relationship between interest rate, national income, saving and investment. ये समझ में आना ही पड़ेगा. No other shortcut. And second point is, we have discussed there is a negative relationship between investment and rate of interest. Higher the rate of interest, lower will be the investment and vice versa. Similarly, there is a positive relation between saving and investment. I told you, आप आपका बारे में सोचो, फिर confuse नहीं होगा. You are having some 10,000 rupees with you. So when you are going to the bank, it is in your mind that rate of interest should be high. If the rate of interest is low, we will not put the money. So when the rate of interest is high, automatically saving बढ़ जाएगा because I am going to get more return. But I told you Keynesian theory, gain of one is the loss of other. That is the Keynesian theory. Gain of one is the loss of other. Okay, why? When saving mean rate of interest is very high, people save a lot. But when that rate of interest is increasing, one group is very unhappy, which is a group, investment group. Because when the rate of interest is high, investment will be less. So when saving group is happy, they are gaining. But investment group, they are losing. Okay, children? I hope so far things are clear to you. Yes or no? Is
Yes,
it?
ma'am.
Very good.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice. Abhi we will have to draw the diagram. So there are two diagrams. Diagram banana hi padega. मैडम देखता नहीं है, हम थोड़ा आराम से कुर्सी में बैठेगा, नहीं तो बेड में बैठेगा, ऐसा करके सोचने का नहीं. We are going to draw IS curve. Okay, the first part is here. इसके नीचे there is the second part. Okay, the first one is part A. This is part B. Horizontally नहीं आना चाहिए. It should be vertically one after another. Okay. Now x-axis real income. Real income means goods and services. We go there. Real income. Real income means goods and services. Y-axis. 1 minute, I am rubbing that spelling के वजह से. Aggregate demand. Aggregate demand. ये तो थोड़ा ऊपर नहीं शिफ्ट करने पर I may not be able to write. जगह नहीं मिलेगा. ये देखो, एक्स एक्सेस रियल इनकम दोनों सेम ही है. वाई एक्सिस चेंज होता है. इट इज द इंटरेस्ट रेट. Okay, so this is real income and this is real income. Here it is aggregate demand, here it is interest rate. You have to mark because we are drawing two diagrams. Now first you draw a 45-degree line. First I am drawing a 45-degree line. Mark करो. 45-degree line कैसा draw करेगा? एकदम middle में आएगा. This is known as income unity line. 10 बार बोला है. It is known as income unity line. Okay, I am changing the color so that आपके लिए easy हो जाएगा. This is aggregate demand 1. Aggregate demand 1. If you are getting confused with that D, I am writing it again. Aggregate demand 1. मतलब what is the aggregate demand in the beginning? इधर आप देखो, this is the intersection point. ये intersection point को हम mark करते हैं E1. देखो आप मेरे साथ है करके I am drawing. This I am marking it as OY1. Aggregate demand is intersecting income unity line. That is OY1. फिर A point को सीधा नीचे लाओ. इधर भी OY1. सीधा bring it down. Now what we are going to show? Now we are going to show aggregate demand is increasing. I am writing here. Okay, this is aggregate demand 2. अभी आप देखो नया इक्विलिब्रियम आपको किधर मिला? नया इक्विलिब्रियम ऊपर मिला. I hope you have seen E2. Bring it down. This is Y2. Income is increasing. देखो. Then bring it down. Y2. इधर आपके लिए what is important? Now I am drawing an IS curve. I am drawing an IS curve. Hey, look. IS curve. This is the rate of interest. Careful. R1, R2. This is E1, E2. Draw the diagram, we will repeat it again. First you draw the diagram and wherever is your doubt, you mark it. So what all things first we are showing, children? First we are showing that x-axis real income, Panel A, that is the first diagram, y-axis aggregate demand. Panel B, we are showing interest rate. Y-axis, x-axis we are showing real income. Then मैंने क्या किया? First I have drawn ADF, aggregate demand function, and it is intersecting with income unity line. Okay, so I am able to see that OY is the level of income. You can mark it as OY1. OY1 is the level of income. Then मैं देखते हैं aggregate demand is shifting up. You can see here. Okay, AD2. When aggregate demand is shifted up, equilibrium is also different. ये देखो, मैंने नीचे लाया, दो equilibrium points को join किया, I got IS. And IS का speciality क्या है children? IS is downward sloping. आप खुद देखते हैं. IS is downward sloping. Why? We will draw that again. This is IS curve. It is downward sloping. Okay. So far, so good. Are you in a position to draw the diagram? Online exam होने की वजह से diagram का जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगा, but you should understand that because IS is one of the most important topic. Are you in a position to draw the diagram? Or we may draw that again tomorrow, no problem. But could you understand it? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Very nice of you. Very good. So draw the diagram and send to me in WhatsApp so that I can check that whether you are right or wrong in this diagram. That is, that will help you a lot. So क्या करेगा? Book में draw करेगा, उसका picture लेगा, personally भेजेगा. So that मैं check करके confirm करेगा. You will not make mistake.